Hey, good evening. This is William B. You chat with people sometimes online and you make friends and stuff. You don't say stupid shit, you know what I mean? But that's okay. I like to know how everybody's doing out there. Um, my two favorite people's out there. A couple good friends out there, families out there. Yeah, families are important, very important. And you always protect your family. I don't care who you are or what you do. You always protect your family. And nobody's allowed to threaten your family. And that's a certain. And when they do threaten your family, that puts all stuff in a brand new ball game. And usually the person that does the threats doesn't have the balls to go through with it anyway. So, but doesn't make you happy. So that's why protection of family is very important. And a lot of us have skills that we learned when we was in the service, and we're not too worried about people threatening our families. But there's a lot of families that don't have what we have to protect them, which is sad. And I'm pro Second Amendment, always have been, and that's why I think it's important for the Second Amendment, because if you're going to protect your family, it's going to take the law enforcement 20 minutes to get to the home, and most shootings, if they last over 2 minutes, you're lucky. That's a long shooting. I just read an article about somebody met a girl online in California, and he went out to her and he killed her family and kidnapped her. I got to find that article. I haven't read it yet. I saw it in the Los Angeles Times. It was a bit of a shake-up there when I saw that. I didn't like it at all. See if I can't find it. Yeah, here we go. Before killing her family, the cop was catfishing Rico teen report. After days of speculation, Riverside Police Department released details Sunday night of a triple homicide that occurred over a long holiday weekend, including information about alleged killer, who was a law enforcement officer. The guy was a cop himself. Can you believe it? Austin Edwards of North Chesterfield, Virginia, killed 3 people in Riverside before he was shot and killed Saturday afternoon in a gun battle with San Bernardino Sheriff's Department. And that's funny, because one of the people that I watch on YouTube, I won't say her name, but she has a hunting and fishing show on YouTube. She's absolutely gorgeous woman, and I believe it was like 2 years ago. It was a retired cop, stalked her, came knocking on her door. Actually found out where she lived at, and actually went to her place and actually knocked on her door. It's what can I say? This guy worked at Virginia State Police, was recently employed by the Washington County Sheriff's Office in Virginia, according to Riverside. Law enforcement sought the deaths of Mark Reed, 69, and his wife, Cheryl Winke, of 65, and their daughter, Brooke, 38. Their bodies were discovered around 11 a.m. Saturday, when the firefighters were called about a blaze in a home. So we tried to cover the evidence, burn down the house. Well, goddamn. What can I say? And then what happened to the girl that he kidnapped? Let me see. He didn't have the balls to check out the 38-year-old. He's got to go after what? How old did she say she was? 14? she said she was really young. So that's the bad thing about you got to be careful online. You know, adult-wise, that's your own fault. You know, if you hook up with somebody like that. And there's a lot of cons, a lot of scams online. You know, you get a lot of people pretending that they're celebrities, and they want you to buy a fan card, or they uh, join a fan club, or there's something, or pay for the orphanage, or you know, and they'll give you some astronomical amount. You know, it's going to cost you $9,000 to get the premium card. You know, and then we'll fly you out and do all kinds of. So that's what you got to watch out for. You got to watch out for that kind of stuff. You know, it's crazy shit. And I've dealt with a lot of them. You know, I got a lot of them online. You know, and I have fun with them. I do. I'll fuck with them all day. Yeah. Especially the ones that do Mila Kunis, because I've studied Mila. I've followed her since 2009. I know a lot about her. I've seen her interviews. I know her mannerisms. I know a lot about her history. And when you do that, you can catch the scammers. You know, you ask them a question you know they're not going to be able to answer. You know, and that's how you catch them. That's a good way to do it. California family brothers arrested too. The connection of two brothers now. Killing of 4 California family members. 2 brothers arrested in connection with the kidnapping and killing of 4 family members. This was in, oh wow, Merced County. Oh yeah. You know, see, I'm from Merced myself, California. And yeah, I remember this. This is, you know, if you think about that area, people don't think about it, but you got Charles Ng was up in that area, up by Copperopolis. And you guys had Stephen Stainer. He was kidnapped out of the Merced Mall there. You had the Chowchilla bus kidnapping. That was, Chowchilla's no more than about maybe, 20 miles outside of Merced, maybe closer. Chowchilla is. You got the Chowchilla State Prison out there. Singleton, he was definitely that part of the area. So, you know, California is not, I mean, their crime is, they need a Second Amendment there, because the people do need to be armed. Well, you know, the Central Valley, I remember when I was growing up, I didn't spend that much time in the Central Valley because my dad was in the service and we was always transferred out of there. But you go to the high school and you see the pickup trucks at the high school. All of them had shotguns in the windows. And I never saw one truck shoot somebody, you know? And the trucks had the guns. Those trucks had the guns. They could have shot somebody any time. But I never saw one time one of those shotguns jump out of that window and shoot somebody, you know? But now California's scared of their own shadow, but look what's happening. You know, they got all these stupid gun laws, and now you got all these weird-ass murders and all this, you know? And it's California's own fault. California's fucked up pretty bad, you know? And the biggest problem is where the votes are at. 90% of the votes are down in LA and San Diego, and in Northern California doesn't have a chance, you know? What I think they should do is divide California into 2 states, north and south, and cut the water supply off and make LA pay for the water, because they're already sucking Lake Mead dry, Phoenix and LA, you know? I'd make them pay. I'd make them pay. I really would. LA doesn't. What does LA contribute to California? Sure in hell doesn't contribute any of the almonds and nuts and fruits that come out of the Central Valley and the cotton. What can they do? You know, they don't do anything. You know, what Silicon Valley. That's all the computers up there. You know, what does LA have? Fashion, Rodeo Drive. Oh, they got some couple good medical centers, Cedars-Sinai and UCLA, but that's a totally different story. You know. That's what I'm saying. Hollywood, what does Hollywood do? Their actors do their own propaganda. That's what they do. They get on TV and they'll scream and yell about politics. But I don't see one of them actually doing anything about it. No, they'll scream and yell. But I don't see one of them actually going out and doing anything about it. They go right back into the little compound houses. Because they're safe from, you gotta remember, these guys make astronomical wages, and they're safe from inflation. But they want you to vote for somebody that caused it, and that's what they've done. Now where are they at? How are they explaining? How are they explaining all this? They're not. They're all hidden in their homes. So you might want to go out there and talk to them. Find out what the fuck. You know? I get, this is I think I could I'm going to start a really good YouTube channel. I really am. I get sort of pissed off. And I don't care if they monetize me for cussing. They could blank it out. I don't care. But I only have one subscriber anyway, so what the hell. All right, I'll talk to you later. I don't know what I'm going to be doing now. I'll think of something else. I love you, Taylor. Mila, we need to talk. I know you don't want to, because you don't like to hear what I have to say, but we've been together, friends for a long time, and it should be one-on-one. We need to talk. I love you, babe. I love you, folks. Peace out.